Philip Scott. He did a video not long ago, and I thought it was really it was a good video. I think it's like maybe 15 minutes long. But one of the things that he talked about is that unfortunately a lot of the immigrants are not being smart. They come in thinking that black people don't have nothing to teach or offer. I keep talking about that issue as well. And all of them are having to learn the hard way. That's the whole point. This is the whole point. That people, like if I went to somebody else's country, I would try to learn like what are the norms, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. I would try to tap into the people who actually know, have a history. Um, they have participated in the society to the extent that they know what to do, what not to do, who to watch out for, how to move, just basic like survival skills. You can't know everything. And I think that, a lot of the immigrants, they just assume black people are dumb, we're lazy, we don't have anything, we don't know anything, and we're, some kind of low caste, trifling ass people who are just dumb and stupid. They choose to decide that. So in my mind, I'm thinking that immigrants think when they come to America, the goal is to be in proximity to whiteness, right? They're always going to win if they're in proximity to whiteness. White people run America, and black people are the opposite of them. So what we're going to do is kiss white folks' ass, stay up under them, and then like if we step on the Negro, which is the opposite of the white people, we put our foot on their neck, then we'll always be better off. We're better than them. So that's what I'm starting to think, that some of these immigrants are believing that white is right and it's the way to go and they can do no wrong. And as long as you follow them, you straight. And what you have to do is, wage war against, white folks' enemy, which is black people. So when their goal when they come here is to figure out how to uh, put black people down, to co-sign um, anti-blackness. And I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting. They're not looking at the whole picture. They're not looking at the whole picture. They just want to, some people are saying, well, just leave people alone. We're all black. No, we're not. We're not all black. You have people who look black that are from Africa, Caribbean, other places, Latin America. They look black, but they come here with an anti-black attitude. So what Philip Scott said, he said, we as African Americans have a PhD in white supremacy. And he made a good point that these people are going to have to find out the hard way that you are not white, no matter if you look pale, whatever. You're never going to be white. White supremacy don't want nobody unless they're white. And they're going to have to learn that. And we have a PhD in white supremacy, but they don't want to listen to us because we're the lowly Negroes. That's what y'all fail to realize. You seeing them as black. You might want to see we Pan-Africanists and we all the same. You might want to see that. But that's not how they see you. All you got to do is look on the internet. You see the Somalis and you see other people talking shit. I'm not anti-immigrant. I've never been anti-immigrant. But my whole thing, if I'm an immigrant to somebody else's country, I damn sure better respect them people, or at least be fucking neutral. I go over to the DR, I'm involved in all that shit over there. But guess what? The Haitians are the people that everybody puts their foot on their neck. Haitians ain't shit. I don't take that position. I treat Haitians just as good, if not better, than them fucking Dominicans, okay? I don't play them games as an immigrant. I learned the culture. I learned how the Dominicans treat them, and I don't participate. Do you see the difference? I understand what's going on over there, but I'm not going to participate in it. I don't have enough nerve to be an immigrant and see there's people who've been here already. The Haitians have told me what the deal is. They do all the work. Dominicans are sorry. But then they turn around and they use the Haitian for, cheap labor and then be like, get out of here, get the fuck out of here. You brought us here. You open the borders when you want work done. You dismiss and you don't worry about no immigration shit. You cool with it. But the minute something flares up, something happens, now all of a sudden you want to check, visas and why are you here and all this type of shit when it comes to the Haitians. So it's a game they play. It's racism. How you gonna look down on Haitians? Haitians done built your motherfucking country. Truth be told. So as an immigrant, I don't go over there and be arrogant in Dominican Republic and get in the mix of them people shit. I don't go over there and shit on Haitians. I don't necessarily need proximity to Dominicans. Matter of fact, I don't really like Dominicans. I don't really fuck with them, but I don't disrespect them in their country. And that's the same thing. These immigrants that come to America don't come over here putting your foot on our neck. Don't come over here disrespecting us and being anti-black. You in our country. And truth be told, a lot of them Haitians are actually Dominicans born there. But the Dominicans refuse to get in paperwork. They don't want them to be considered. You see what I'm saying? Putting your foot on somebody's neck. Multiple generations of Haitians. They refuse to get them a birth certificate. Refuse. Been there for 100 years. 3 generations. They refuse. So my point is this. They gonna have a hard lesson. And let me say this. This is the main point. Them Somalians are not smart. Right now, them Somalians are putting out on social media like a troll. They're talking shit. Y'all, the chickens are gonna come home to roost. They keep saying that 3,000 years ago, Somalia was promised they could have America. They saying now they just stole $8 billion. 8 billion. The white folks is looking for a race war. We all know this, right? They're looking for somebody to target. Black folks, we resting, we not participating, we know better. We know they're looking for a problem. There are groups of white men in America who have spent the last 20 years prepping, collecting guns and bullets, training, militia shit, locked and loaded. They want a race war so bad. How do I know? Because I listen to them motherfuckers. They out here. I'm in tune to that. I actually listen to the enemy. Okay? It's a whole bunch of them. They live out there in that area. Minnesota, Michigan, Ohio, Midwest. Them motherfuckers got bunkers out there. So y'all hate y'all Somalians. Y'all keep that shit up. Keep on talking about this is your country. It was promised to you in the Bible 3,000 years ago. Keep talking shit. You gonna mess around and you gonna make them white militias come up there. I already saw some videos where they're up there. There's some white men walking around looking for trouble in Minnesota already. And they're armed and ready. These people need to shut the fuck up because they're gonna piss these militiamen off. These white supremacists are gonna organize. They're gonna come. They do the shit. We had it happen in Stone Mountain. I'll post some videos of that. They came from Kentucky. They came from Alabama. They came from Tennessee. Them motherfuckers came far and wide. And they came with big guns. That picture I posted of me, there was a group of them there that day. They will travel for trouble. Trust me now. They are sitting ducks. And if they fuck around and piss these white supremacists off, these white supremacists will use the internet and these discords and these secret chats. They will organize and show up on your ass. They looking for a race war. You're gonna give it to them. You ain't gonna be ready. And Trump, this motherfucker, he's not gonna send the National Guard to save you. He will actually, them same January 6th motherfuckers, them same motherfuckers will show up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they'll be ready for a race war. And them Somalis ain't gonna know what hit them. They need to be careful. The same shit that happened on January 6th, them same motherfuckers plus more will show the fuck up in Minneapolis. They need to be very careful. Keep talking that shit. You think it's cute. As a Negro who has a PhD in whiteness and white supremacy, I promise you, these motherfuckers will travel. They'll come armed, and they don't need no excuses. They come ready for war. I'm gonna post the pictures of all them crackers that came to Stone Mountain from 7 to 8 different states. They travel here. They organized. They don't mind. And I promise you, if them white supremacists come, because these Haitians keep talking, I mean, these Somalis keep talking that shit, keep talking about how this country belongs to them and they're going to take over and create Somaliland. And the Bible says that Minnesota belongs to them and all this shit. Them motherfuckers gonna answer. Keep playing with them people. Them people crazy. I know them. I met them. I deal with them. They crazy. They don't mind. They don't need no excuse. None. Y'all gonna fuck around, and Trump will tell he'll tell the police to stand down, just like he did with January 6th. These people don't think. This what happen when you bring third world backwards, uneducated people to America. Trump will tell the police and the National Guard to stand down while them militiamen fuck them damn Somalis up. He'll let it happen. He'll encourage the shit. Okay? This is what happens when you dump a whole bunch of people who come from a lawless place into the civilized, developed world. They can't think. I bet they don't even know about these militiamen. They don't know that they're white men who've been training for race war and they live near you. They don't live in my area, they live near you. It'll take them nothing to surround y'all's little, 10 square blocks and fuck you up. That's my thoughts. Have a wonderful weekend, lady. Ashe.